Well, before we get there, in my first term of junior high, the last year of the junior high, I got a call from my mom. My mom lived here in the States, and she said, "Oh, you need to call your dad's people." So, just for context, I did not have a relationship with them. I did speak to my auntie, one of my paternal aunties, once in a while. She bought me gifts and sent them through people like my dad used to. But because I used to ask my mom to show me my dad, and she kept on, you'll see him, blah, blah, blah. And it never happened. So I think she got so sick to the point she thought she was going to lose her life. She called me and she said, "Oh, you need to talk to your dad's people." I'm like, "Well, I don't have their numbers. You never gave me their numbers." So I get their numbers. I'm excited. Guess what? This is 2014. And one of my resolutions was to find my dad. She gives me a number. I call on it, and it's my grandma, my dad's mom. And I ask, "Oh, how's auntie this, auntie that, uncle that?" And I'm like, "How's daddy?" She kept quiet and she's like, "Well, your dad died a few years ago." I'm like, that thing broke me. Because this is 2014 and my dad had died in 2008.
Wow.
Nobody mentioned. Everybody knew though.
Even your mom didn't tell you?
No one mentioned. Everybody knew. So the betrayal. In my head, I'm thinking, you're my mother. You should have told me. So at that point is where I start to hate my mom, because I felt so betrayed. Like every other person would have hidden it for whatever reasons, but not her. Like she knew and she didn't say. So this is 2014. And that broke me. And to be honest, I don't know if that, in the moment I didn't know that was depression, but I started to get into a deep hole I could not explain. I would just randomly cry. I know my family doesn't know this, but I kind of sneaked out and went and looked for my grandparents. And I got to see pictures of my dad. I saw how he died and things like that. I wanted closure.
Right.
And it felt so unfair that they hid it from me because, quote unquote, they did not want to hurt me. But it hurt me more when I found out. Because I was like, what betrayal?
Yeah.
Right? Every child has a right to know. I don't care how your relationship is with my mom or my dad or whatever, but your child is not supposed to be in the mix.
Right.
And that is how I've raised my daughter. I don't care how much me and her dad don't connect. We have our misunderstandings. I don't it's her before any other thing.
Right.
It's her before my feelings. It's her before. So that is how I thought my mom would have handled it. But at that point I was angry. But when I grew, I got to know she was just a girl trying to figure out the best way to be a good parent while she was away. And she also had an influence, because if somebody is keeping your child for you, you're going by their rules.
That's right.
So, yeah, that was it. My after finding out my dad's death, I started to go downhill so bad. My grades went down, and that is where all these other things.
Why you didn't want to be in school.
Yeah, all these other things started to happen, and at home they always said I was just stubborn. The truth is, I needed somebody. I needed a mentor. I needed someone to just sit down and say, what is going on? But everybody that came to me was blaming me. Right. They said harsh words to me. They, some of them told their kids to not associate with me because I'd be, spoiling them and all. But I thank God for some aunties of mine that were Christians, born again Christians. They prayed over me. They loved on me. Like I never felt that rejection. And some of my family, even though they didn't mistreat me, there are some things they said or did that like
made you feel
they kept breaking me. Right.